Many people are watching the news and social media platforms talking about the housing market and how it's going to crash. I know a lot of people are jumping to this conclusion, but that statement is not entirely true, and I want to explain why in today's video. My name is Marie Danley, and I am a real estate agent here in Orange County, California. Today, I want to talk to you about the August housing market and how it's affecting my local market here in Huntington Beach. So I'm going to discuss 5 important topics you will want to know if you are considering buying or selling this year. And the first topic I want to jump into is the inventory. So over the last few weeks, we've been hearing about an increase in inventory and how the market's getting flooded with a bunch of homes now, and we're into the summer market and it's getting crazy and sellers are starting to panic. And yes, inventory is increasing, but it's only up 1% in California year over year. So the amount of inventory seems like a lot, but it's because we've been at extremely low levels the past couple of years. So it is increasing, but not at the rate what people are thinking and not what the news is telling you. In fact, we are still 54% below inventory levels compared to where we were pre-COVID back in 2017 to 2019. Now, in HB, the active inventory is 658 homes. And when comparing back to July, the active inventory was 671 homes. So in HB, we have actually seen a small decline in inventory for this month. And this could be because we are also heading into the school year, and some people just aren't looking for homes currently when they're putting their kids back into school. Another important topic is interest rates and how interest rates have been affecting the inventory as well. Since interest rates have been increasing more and more over time this year, it's led to some affordability issues for people, and that's another reason why the inventory raised as well. Because the beginning of this year, the interest rates were 3.25%, and they raised all the way up to 6.28% in June this year. Now, currently, in the last couple of weeks of August, we have seen interest rates actually drop back down to the low 5% range, which is good for the buyers out there. I recommend, though, you keep watching the interest rates as we head into the next couple of months, because that will have an effect going into the fall market if they raise or lower. Moving on, we will talk about demand, and demand has actually jumped by 7% in the past couple of weeks of August. There are a few factors in why demand has increased. Overall, there has been an increase in inventory, and with interest rates lowering back down compared to where we were in June at 6.28%. One more reason why buyer demand is also increasing over the past couple of months is because we've seen more price reductions as well, which I feel like some buyers knew that was coming and they were kind of waiting for that as well. One important thing to note, though, about demand is that we are still 55% lower from where we were a year ago today. So even though demand has increased this month, we are still very low from where we were a year ago. The last topic I want to talk about is price reductions. When comparing price reductions to last year's price reductions, they have increased 19% more this year compared to last year. This shouldn't be too much of a shocker, since last year's sellers had way more of an upper hand on what they wanted to price their homes at and negotiate. Now, with the market slowing down, sellers need to be a little bit more crucial and properly price their home, since we are not in the same market as last year. That is, and when looking at HB, Huntington Beach, out of 258 listings, 97 of them have been reduced at least once. And out of that 97, 31 of those homes were reduced in the last 7 days. This is a good stat to actually also watch as well as we head further into this year. So the overall takeaway in this video is many home prices are reducing, and many home prices are actually still holding if the seller doesn't have to sell and isn't pressured to sell. Interest rates in the last few weeks have been in the low 5% range. Though interest rates have predicted to rise towards the end of this year, I highly recommend you keep watching this trend yourself to see where it will end up, since it changes very quickly. And the last thing I want to mention is a prediction on where we will be heading going into the fall season. Once we have sold off the summer inventory, we will be seeing a cool down going into fall. We are likely to see more price reductions and longer days on market, and buyers actually will have more negotiating power. But if interest rates drop, we could see the market pick back up, which can make it more difficult for buyers. So we will see where we head towards in the next couple of months. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed watching, found some tips at all, please give this, please click thumbs up.